Hey, welcome all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab. I do what I do for you. I'm in the book. I got a nice lesson for you. You know how we do. Let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in my story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's handle our business. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, and I'm on it, is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is yet to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I'm gonna ask you the question. You know the deal. Do you know you? You will before I'm through. And if it's rhetorical, and if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my app, be true. I just got finished doing the meditation with aids to some what's I did? Oh, aids and for concentration. Now let's talk about extended concentration in meditation. Well, we got levels to this. Again, there's levels to this shit. So I ended up the last lesson with telling you about how to control your thoughts, control your actions, have devotion of purpose, have faith in what? Your master's ability to lead you along the path of truth. I am a truth teller. I'm doing that for you. And you have to have faith in your own abilities to accept the truth. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what you thought. I'm giving you the truth. You do with it what you wish. And you got to have faith in your own ability to what? Act with wisdom. Be free from resentment under the experience of what? Persecuting. If somebody don't agree with you, that's fine. Deal with it. And be free from resentment also when you're under experience of what? Wrong. When you commit a wrong act and you know what you did was wrong, you apologize and you move on. Don't make excuses. Don't try to deal with it. And you should learn from that and also learn how to distinguish between what? Right and wrong. And you need to learn to distinguish between what's real and what's unreal. A truth from a lie. That's called discernment. You need to have that quality and you keep it. Why? It will serve you well. I still have it and it's still serving me well from a different perspective in life. I'll call it streetology. Let's go. Wrapping it up. But the last proverb I just read to you, it implies what? That the development of your equal vision, or what we call equanimity, this and this, your eyes and mind, through this practice, daily, you the right thinker, aspirant, you're now able to develop what we call a balanced state of mind. You have two hemispheres, your brain, left and the right. You need to use them equally. That's balancing your thought process. And thereby you be able to what? Practice continuous reflection on God when? All the time. I tell you, I live my yacht. I think my yacht. I practice my yacht. I love my yacht. Why? Because it gives me something to hold on to and I can manifest from that concept and that philosophy. That's all. Understand it. Y'all use Jesus. They use Krishna. Everybody got something that gets them going. Understand that? My yacht does it for me. So, in this development, however you do it, you have to have the understanding. This is the part that you need to understand, that your day-to-day situations, aka life, you will encounter. And in reality, you will have challenges meet every day in the real world, which if met with the proper understanding, meditating, knowing who you are, having control over your actions and your thoughts, this will lead you to what? Greater inner and outer fulfillment. If you feel good inside, it will be shown on the outside. It goes the other way too. Bad be shown also. So if you're happy and know it, don't worry, your face and your actions will surely show it. But many times, that person who spoke to you what? Harshly, disrespectfully, will be changed when he or she does not receive that negative remark. I used to feed into people like that. No more. My pastor said, you can't wallow in the mud with the pig and claim not to be a pig. So I can't entertain those stuff that I used to do and say I'm not. So I had to let it go. And I'm better off for that. In many ways, you will now be able, by doing this, you will be able to discover what? That anger and hatred do not promote what you want. But patience, forbiddenness, and goodwill are what? Sources of spiritual strength. Ha ha ha. Now you feel better about yourself. Why? I didn't act like them. I didn't do what they did. I maintained my cool, so to speak. That's how I used to use it. And it's the same thing pretty much. Holding your own, maintaining yourself. And what happened? This will give you spiritual strength, which can move worlds. Now, let's talk about that extended concentration during meditation. What most people call meditation, watch this, in reality, only the second step of the process of yoga meditation. It's a practice. When you are successful in what? Concentrating. That's just the first level. Remember, concentrating the mind for a certain period of time. Talked about that 4-5 seconds. If you can't focus your thought processes for a few seconds, you're going to have a problem. ADD, attention deficit, whatever they call it. But you have to be able to focus for certain periods of time. Now, if you will discover that what? That concentration, again, becomes easier to hold with what? Practice. Like anything you practice, you don't start out good at nothing. We didn't learn how to walk till we figured it out. Okay, go back to that. And now you walk, but you don't even think twice about it. That's what practice does. And when this concentration, same thing, the mind works the same way, occurs, now it is like what? If you ever try to work with a magnifying glass, which is placed in the sun, and used to focus what? The sun's rays. All of it comes down. If you put it on a small piece of paper, that focus so fine, the sunlight will burn the paper. That's the concept. And what? When the rays are focused just the right way, the paper begins to what? Burn. Okay? This burning process is a metaphor for what? And the goal of what? Extended concentration. You're burning away the ignorance. You're burning away negativity. You're burning away everything that don't mean you any good. That's purifying one's heart with actions that would make that possible. Not just praying to God, that's going to purify my heart. No, it won't. If you think because you pray you closer to God, you're wrong. Your good deeds is what make you closer to God. Ask people who do it. They tell you. I know good people, and they do what? Good things. Simple as that. Nothing, just good things. I'm practicing that. Why? I'm learning from them. Okay, yeah. I get that. I got a problem with that. Moving on. The practice of concentration leads to what? A state of mind. That's what you got to understand. It's all mental, wherein one's ego. Now, your ego will what? Merge. Your ego will do once you put it in position to serve you, not fight or lead you, okay? But the ego now merges with what? With the object being concentrated upon, not your own self, your higher self. And since concentration on one object is psychologically equal to what? Having no thoughts. If you could narrow it down to one, okay, take the one out, now you're down to zero. Now you can meditate. Now you can free your mind. That's what freeing the mind is. Take out all the nonsense, get out all the noise, all the distraction, and just focus. Again, when it's done right, it can burn paper. That's the concept, that's the metaphor. It's supposed to burn away the ignorance and the nonsense in your life. But it's all done in the mind. And your ego consciousness, which is in the mind also, when it's free, there you go, from what? The stimulation of the senses of the body. It's no longer run by lower nature. Now it's being run by what? Higher, and it's going to be subservient to whatever you want it to do. Why? Because that's what he do. And it's free from the five senses of now and of thinking of itself as what? As the me, as the individual entity. You no longer see yourself by yourself. No, you become one with what? Your higher self. Thus, one may concentrate again on any one object. You can break it down to one. That's what they need to do. Or what? Just on no object. Once you get better, you can just start instantaneously. I can stop talking and go right into meditation. Moving on. But you don't need an object. And you can obtain with the same results. I love it. Now, through concentration, y'all call it meditation, but the focus in the mind, the act of focusing the psychic energy of the mind. Boy, I love this. And that's when the ego opens and it experiences what? Expansion of itself. It knows now it ain't all about itself. You didn't kill it. You conquered it. You put him in now, what? Service position. Now that fight in you is the ego. He's fighting for you for what's right, not just what he wants. Again, he needs to be guided, controlled. Psychic energy, that's what your ego is, of one's consciousness is therefore focused on what? Perception of itself instead of what? Dissipating into what? The various thoughts of the ego self and objects which what? Attack the senses. Again, physical things, lower nature things. It now will aspire to what? Spiritual things. It will protect Ra. It fights against Apophis, who's really the bad guy. He'll fight for Ra tooth and nail to the end. That's what your ego will do for you. Okay? In this manner, one's true identity is what? Is now revealed, uncovered. Hello? You go and search for your higher self. Once you do that, you'll reach that level where it's revealed to you, uncovered from what? The veil of ignorance. Hope you're understanding this. Where we at? The veil of the ego consciousness. Again, ignorance. The expansion may feel as what? As a loss of what? Of body consciousness and identity. Yeah, because it ain't serving what it used to. Okay, so it's like they're missing something. And one may forget what? One's existence as an individual. Ha ha ha. And now you may feel the sensations of bliss, of floating, bliss, or what? Falling, disappointment. Okay, often fear is experienced because you don't know. Fear just means false evidence appearing real. So if you don't know something, you can scare yourself. Start understanding, think positive, think unlimited, be positive, never negative. Why? Because you are what you think and believe you are. At this point, and since one's ego consciousness, watch this, may have a strong grip, and it don't let go easy. Oh, no. Him and Haru fought for 80 years. That ego ain't no joke. On one psychic, your mind have to be melded into what? Your heart consciousness. But before it does that, it had to defeat what? Its ego consciousness. And when one owns psychic, however, that's the mindset. If this state of mind is mastered, ding, 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 you want to master the ability to control your mind, your thoughts, and your actions, your words, and everything that you do. That's self-mastery. And when this is mastered and explored, what happens? Watch this. This is the coup de grace right here. One will reach nihas, that stage of expansion wherein one will experience what? Enlightenment, experiences of what? Being one with the one. It's all mental. When you do that, you reach what they call cosmic consciousness. That means you're aware of everything that God has control over. Why? You become one with him mentally, conceptually, metaphorically. But the idea to know yourself, not the cosmos. That's you. Sorry. But cosmic consciousness, let me turn it down for you right quick. This is it. Cosmic consciousness is that stage in which is reached, we call nihas. When the meditator, you, transcends what all your negative thoughts through the process of extended consciousness, meaning focus on positive, keeping everything on the up and up, so to speak. And when you reach that level of mastery, at this level, there is an awesome awareness of what? Expansion in your mind beyond time and space. Meaning it ain't in the physical body, it's up here. Your mind is unlimited. Use it that way. Watch, because it will serve you. The meditator, you, right thinker, you go beyond the objects of meditation and beyond what? Words of power, meaning praying, heka, and you even go beyond consciousness as an individual. No longer me. There is an awareness of vastness. All of a sudden, you know, I'm infinite, okay? I'm immortal. I'm the universe. I'm all. That's ego tripping for the bad guys who think that. But when it's done in a positive and understanding, you become one with God. You become God. And if you are ego tripping, he won't become one with God. He don't allow that. Simple as that. So these are things that you have to understand before you get there. You don't get there and find out, oh, no. You learn that right here. Physical world is lessons in life that you need to learn to get to the spiritual world, or they call it afterlife. Simple. Everybody got a concept. Everybody got a viewpoint. I have mine. This is what I'm following. This is what I'm teaching. This is what I'm following. Simple as that. I'm not a Muslim, Christian, or Jew. Everybody got a choice. I made mine. This is it. Moving on. This new realm, and it is a new realm of experience that you have to reach on your own, godly, creates now a new what? Mental impressions. Change your mind, which will now burn away. Here we go. Burn away what? The negative impressions. I love this. I hope you understand it, because I'm trying to give it to you, and I'm understanding as I'm giving it to you. This is just how I got it. And it will burn away the negative impression that's based on what? Ignorance. That veil of what? Ignorance and egoism. Bam! That ego is a bad man. They are what? Impressions of now you are communing. When you go into meditation, you raise your conscious level from human to godly with the what? The absolute self, your higher self, God, eternally. He ain't out there, he's in here. And now the higher self that we call him, this is the goal of all right thinkers and all meditative processes, and it is the potential to experience for what? All human beings. I ain't saying it's a black thing because I'm a black. No, all human beings. You put the work in, you get the reward. Simple as that. It don't make a difference what you call yourself, who you call yourself. It's the work that you put in that God recognizes in yourself. Why? He's there. He know. Simple as that. So all that's irrelevant. But this is the true essence of right thinking philosophy of who you really are. The goal is to get you to know that. That's what I'm trying to do daily. Now, as you gain greater knowledge on a day-to-day basis, working on it, of this realm, that spiritual realm, you just feel different. Why? Because you got something going on up here that ain't got to do with the physical part. And you will what? Gradually lose all traces of what? Spiritual ignorance. You become a spiritually enlightened. That's the opposite of spiritually ignorant. And your egoism, misconnect, your actions will be positive. And you now will what? You become one with your essential nature as the transcendental divine self, aka God. I'm dropping a pin on that one because it don't get no better, no more explanatory than that. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. You know I like doing this for you. I got some more, but at this point in time, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me, 100 minus a day. So I've never known my right thinkers who started to learn themselves have passed away.